The first-person shooter genre has long been a staple of gaming. Just when the genre seems to run aground, a truly great game comes along, revitalizing the space and reminding fans of the reasons they loved shooters to begin with. This is a collection of those games. Every game on this list was and is innovative, influential, refined, and perhaps most importantly, boasts superb shooting mechanics. These are IGN's top 10 first-person shooters of all time. The announcement of a Left 4 Dead sequel so soon after the original was initially met with skepticism, but much to the elation of zombie slayers everywhere, Left 4 Dead 2 improved upon every aspect of its critically acclaimed predecessor. The sequel added melee weapons, environment-specific infected, and cranked the gore up to 11. But in spite of its additions and improvements, its place on this list is secured by the same sublime co-op mechanics that also made the original great. Special infected like the Smoker, Hunter, and Charger force teammates to work together and stay together or risk being left for dead. 2. Battlefield games are on a scale unrivaled by almost all current FPS titles, but the franchise's tradition of being bigger and grander than its competition started with the very first entry, Battlefield 1942. One of the first examples of class-based combat in a military shooter, 1942 boasted huge 64-player battles, replete with tanks, planes, and other vehicles. The game was also among the first to incentivize team play and objectives over individual KD. Unlike any games of its era, Battlefield 1942 left players countless war stories to share with friends for years to come. Quake built on its predecessor Doom for a fast-paced FPS movement unique to its time. Its contributions to online multiplayer, though, were huge, both in gameplay and in the use of IP networking, which allowed one player to host the game and synced up other players' movements. As such, a very large part of Quake's legacy is in its technology. 3D rendering through OpenGL helped to popularize graphics cards with PC enthusiasts, and a healthy mod scene gave rise to the machinima style of filmmaking in game engines. Its engine and mods also laid the foundation for Call of Duty and Team Fortress 2. Picking up where the original left off, Team Fortress 2 shattered the conventional tropes of competitive team-based multiplayer. Gone was the concept of deathmatch, and in its place, a plethora of objectives designed to facilitate interactions between the game's two teams and 9 crazy classes. More than just a different loadout, each class boasted an unforgettable personality, aesthetic, and design. The Heavy, for example, with his massive health pool and bullet-spewing minigun was in stark contrast to the Spy, who took up the visage of other classes in an attempt to infiltrate and sabotage the enemy team. This dichotomy created strengths and weaknesses in each class that were only offset by communication and team play. And to think this stellar title was packaged with Half-Life 2 and Portal for a mere $50 on PC. In a genre that's always at risk of drowning in military shooters, BioShock wasn't afraid to go deeper, way deeper, like at the absolute bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. BioShock's tale of radical industrialists gone mad was strengthened by its fascinating subaquatic setting, which blended biopunk, art deco, and horror to astounding effect. Aesthetics aside, BioShock broke new ground with the inclusion of a light RPG progression across the game's linear, narratively driven campaign. The chosen upgrades inform the player's approach to combat encounters, a sentiment echoed by modern FPS campaigns today. Love it or hate it, there is no denying that Call of Duty is the most successful FPS franchise in gaming history, releasing biannually to the tune of millions of pre-orders and day-one sales. The formula of arcade military action, killstreak rewards, and perhaps most importantly, RPG-esque loadout and perk progression all started with the groundbreaking, innovative, and excellent Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And yes, there was a time when the words groundbreaking and innovative were associated with a Call of Duty game. An immaculate single-player campaign paired with a robust multiplayer suite to set a new bar for what a $60 console purchase could offer. Besides being one of the best multiplayer first-person shooters of all time, loaded with classic maps, great weapons, fun vehicles, and endless player customization, Halo 2 was the killer app for online console multiplayer. Halo 2's party system was the first time friends could group up and actually stay together after a match. We take it for granted now, but it took years for other online games to catch up. Throw in an epic story, minus that ending anyway, gorgeous graphics and one of the best soundtracks in the history of gaming, and Halo 2's place on the FPS pantheon is unquestionable. It was far from an easy decision. There are plenty of things Half-Life 2 does better than its predecessor: weapons, atmosphere, and storytelling. But when it comes to pure action, level design, and shooting, the original Half-Life comes out on top. In a genre not yet famous for its world building, Black Mesa cemented itself as one of the strongest and most iconic settings of the era, with an infamous opening sequence, fantastic gunplay, and an exhilarating tale of a normal workday gone horribly wrong. It's hard to beat the adrenaline-fueled experience of the first Half-Life. Doom may not be the first first-person shooter, but there's no question that without it, this list wouldn't exist, because neither would any of these other games. Doom changed everything by mixing an incredible feel, great weapons, menacing monsters, and sublime level design into a lengthy, haunting campaign that can be played in co-op with friends. And by the way, Doom also invented deathmatch multiplayer. Released in 1993, Doom is so good that somehow today, it's still amazingly fun. The gameplay of Counter-Strike 1.6 is perfect, or so close to it that in the 17 years since it debuted as a mod for the Half-Life engine, it hasn't ever had to evolve. Counter-Strike's balance of sublime weapon mechanics, precision movement, deep strategy, and an endlessly high skill ceiling were and are the gold standard to which all competitive FPS games are compared. Quite the achievement for a game designed in 1999. To master this game is to master the essence of what multiplayer first-person shooters are at their core and what makes them rewarding. Not classes nor loadouts, not perks or progression, just pure skill, strategy, and teamwork. And there you have it, IGN's top 10 FPS games of all time. Let us know your own personal top 10 list in the comments. For all things first-person shooters, keep it right here on IGN.